My name is Nathan McKinney, and I've worked here in the Durham County Public Defender's Office as an attorney since I graduated from law school right here in Durham at North Carolina Central University, the evening program. So I began here nearly 4 years ago, and it's been a very eye-opening experience for me. It's been a great learning experience for so many different reasons. But in the last few years, I've had the opportunity to come in contact with the type of folks who are in need of help, in need of services, and they're in need of some real help and some real services that will bring some long-term solutions into their life. Now, speaking of long-term solutions, what I do tends to be fairly short-term but very necessary, basically defending folks against possible violations of their constitutional rights, and that's a very important role here in our criminal justice system and in our legal system in general here in the United States. I run into all the time folks who have gotten involved in the system for whatever reason, and they tend to fit certain descriptions, certain characteristics, and that is they obviously tend to be poorer than your average, many times are addicted to some sort of substance, and many times have a lack of family and community support that would allow them to live a fruitful life, a prosperous life, and even a happy life. And so as I began to notice these things, it became very apparent to me that not only should I do my job well here, but that I should get involved in some way in this city, kind of on the front end. What I do is a little bit on the back end. It's after somebody's gotten in trouble. It's after the bad thing has happened. And I can help them kind of navigate the system and ameliorate the consequences a little bit, and hopefully come up with some kind of long-term solution that doesn't just devastate their entire life because of that mistake. However, is while I'm here on the job, do the best job I can at what I'm supposed to do while I'm here, observe and notice the things that I need to notice while I'm here about folks, and use what I've learned and observed outside to get involved in things such as the Durham Rescue Mission, or to make myself aware and knowledgeable about organizations like DurhamCares. There's a tremendous amount of brokenness and misery in the world today and in our city. And as I deal with folks, that despair kind of settles in on me sometimes, and I think, wow, this is hopeless. But even as I'm thinking those thoughts, the thoughts come to mind, hey, there are a lot of great organizations and so much great human potential. And if you have organizations that have faith, that believe in the power of God and the power of God working in the lives of human beings, anything is possible. And as much despair and brokenness and misery as I see on a daily basis, even in concentrated form sometimes, just back to back all day, there's great potential there as well, because we are dealing with human beings, all of whom are special, and all of whom, if they're given the right assistance and the right support, can head in a great direction and do great things with their lives. Well, they have to be organizations that establish relationships with people in some kind of way before those folks are in trouble and in need of dire assistance. Obviously, we need that emergency type assistance, the shelters and so forth, the addiction recovery programs. But we also need the type of organizations who are willing to be in the city and bless the city as kind of a proactive kind of way. Again, the practical implications of that, I don't know. I'm sure it's different from one organization to the next. But if we have organizations like that, that can be effective. And so I think that's the most effective way, is to establish a relationship, become part of the city the same way that these folks are part of a city, and then we're just all helping one another and working toward a common goal.